So face the tall side of your chair with just a light touch, and you're just gonna step yourself at a distance so that you have a little bit of room to move your ankles and your feet. So we're just gonna start by connecting to our feet, feel your feet touching the floor. Just take a nice big breath. And before we move from this position, just set an intention here to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice, never doing anything in your practice that would cause your body pain. And then with that intention set, awareness down at your feet, we're just gonna press into the big toe. Think about lifting your instep up and just feel the bottoms of your feet get a little bit more alive and a little bit more engaged. And then relax your big toe. And then do that again. Press into your big toe, feel your arches lift. And then relax your big toe, soften your arches. One more just like that. Press into your big toe, let the arches lift. And then soften your arches, just a little bit, soften that big toe. And we're gonna move into a little heel lift. So inhale, let your heels lift up away from the floor. And then as you exhale, just soften your heels down to the ground. Nice controlled motion. Inhale, let your heels lift. And exhale, lower your heels with control. Nice, one more like that. Inhale, let your heels lift. Exhale, lower your heels down. And now we're gonna take that a little bit further. So rock back into your heels, peel your toes and the balls of the feet up, and then see if you can just bring a little extra squeeze so that you feel a nice little activation of that muscle that runs alongside the shin bone. And then relax your balls and toes down, and then lift your heels up. And then lower your heels down, sink back into your heels, pull the toes up and the balls of the feet, feel that nice engagement in that muscle, and then relax back down, lift your heels up. Nice. One more just like that. Lower your heels, sink back into your heels, peel the toes up. Beautiful. And then lift back up and then lower your heels and then just shake out your knees just a little bit if you locked into your knees or locked into your quads. And now we're going to take that into a little bit of a prancing. So we're going to bend one knee and then the other. And as you go, the heels lift, they meet in the middle, and then one lowers down. Nice. Take a couple times each side. Beautiful. Take one more each foot. And then meet in the middle, lower both heels down. We're gonna slide the right leg back just a little bit so that we can press back into that heel. Feel a little stretch in the back of the calf and the Achilles heel. And then rotate your heart forward, look forward, take a nice big breath. Awesome, slide that leg in and we're gonna switch sides. So left foot's gonna slide back. We're gonna press into that heel. Feel that stretch in the calf and the Achilles heel, heart forward, look forward, take a breath. Nice. And then step that foot in, shake anything out that you need to, and we're gonna walk back into a little supported down dog. So we're gonna walk our feet back so that we make a nice V shape with the body, arms extend long, head drops between your arms, and now you're probably looking down at the floor, and take a nice big breath. Soften your jaw. Soften the space between your eyes. Take one more breath. Awesome, and then soften your knees, look forward and walk yourself on up. And now we're gonna flip the chair around so that we can come to the low side of the chair and sit down. We're gonna sit nice and close to the front edge of the seat. We just wanna make sure that we have a nice support under our bum and our feet are nice and firmly planted on the ground. Great. And then once you found your way here, step your feet so they're about hip width distance apart. We're going to reach our hands forward, catch hold of the knees, and move right into a cat and cow breath. As you inhale, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chin. And then as you exhale, round the back, pull the belly button in around the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chin. Exhale and round your back. And then I'll just turn sideways just so you can see what's going on with my spine. Inhale, lift your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, arch the back. Exhale, round your back, round your shoulders. Nice. Take 2 more cycles of breath, just like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And now we're going to add on. So as you inhale, you're going to lift your chest and chin. And then as you exhale, one knee is going to pick up and we're going to round the nose towards the knee. And then set it down, lift the chest and chin. Inhale. Exhale, other knee pulls up and we round the back. Nice. Set that down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back, pull your knee up. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, round. Nice. One more time each side. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Beautiful. Lower that foot down. Come to a nice neutral spine. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and we're going to draw some nice gentle circles with the elbows going one direction. Keep it nice and loose and gentle, and just kind of notice how your shoulders are feeling. So if you're feeling any clicking, any little riggedy spots that need a little smoothing out, take your time, smooth those circles out. One more time in this direction, and then we're going to go the other way, but we're going to keep those elbows wide and our circles soft and gentle, and just bring a little warmth into the shoulders. Nice. Take one more circle around, and then relax your left hand down. Right hand's going to reach up. Take a gentle side bend, and then we'll take it right over to the other side. Right hand's going to touch down. Left hand reaches up. Take a gentle side bend the other way. Beautiful. Now we're going to go from side to side. And as you go from side to side, notice your feet. So if you feel like you need a little bit more anchor or foundation in your feet, step your feet just a little bit wider. We want to keep our sits bones nice and anchored in our chair, and bringing that stretch into the side body and into the ribs. Beautiful. Take one more time each side, or just even yourself out, and then come back to center. Let your hands rest, close your eyes, take a nice big breath. Now from here, eyes open or closed, totally up to you, but we're just going to start to turn the head gently side to side, like you're looking over your shoulder. Try to maintain a nice tall posture. And then notice as you turn your head side to side, is any other part of the body trying to move with your head? Are your shoulders trying to move? Do your fingers try to help assist? Just take a moment to notice. Take one more turn each side. And then bring your head back to neutral, and we're dropping ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. So we're going to tick-tock the head side to side just like this. And then again, notice, is there any other parts of your body that are trying to help assist this movement? Do your shoulders try to move? Do your fingers try to help move? No right or wrong, just notice. Take one more little tick-tock of the head side to side. And then bring your head back to neutral. We're going to turn the head to the left, but just slightly. So think about like a 45-degree turn. And then we're going to pull the chin in, like you're trying to make a double chin. And then once you found that, take a nice big breath. Cool. And then release, chin comes forward, turn your head the other way. So it's about a 45-degree turn, and then pull the chin in like you're trying to make a double chin, and take a nice big breath. Awesome. And then release, turn your head back to neutral. Now we're going to take our hands, catch hold of the left leg. So we're going to make a basket weave. We're going to pick the leg up and let your arms do all the heavy lifting. Draw your knee in nice, big, generous circles, but the arms do all the work. So see if you can let your leg muscles be soft and relaxed. Leg is nice and heavy in your arms. Awesome. And then take that knee and draw it in circles, go the other way. Nice. And then set that leg down, and we're going to switch sides. So we're going to catch hold of the other leg, make that basket weave, lift that leg up, but let the leg be heavy. Arms do all the work. Draw some nice, big, generous circles. Beautiful. And then take those circles and go the other way. Awesome. And then set that foot down, and then find a mountain pose here. So feet are going to be about hip width distance apart. We put a little press into the feet so we feel the legs come alive. And then we lift some energy up through the crown of the head so we have a nice tall posture. And then a little life down into the fingers as well. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and look up. As you exhale, just gather your hands at your heart center, and then let your hands come down at your sides, just connecting that breath and movement. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down at your sides. One more just like that. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down at your sides. Beautiful. Now we're going to go a little further. Inhale, arms up, look up. As you exhale, you're going to take a little lift of the heart, dive your heart forward. Hands touch the toes, or as low as they like to go. Inhale to a half forward fold. So we're going to bring a little lift and length into the back side of the body. So we slide the hands up to the shins, but we feel strength in the back. Nice. Exhale, soften down and then pull the belly button in, round and roll up through the spine. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, around, down, and back. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften back down, pull the belly button in, roll up through your spine, slow controlled movement, strong from your center. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, around, down, and back. Beautiful. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold it all down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften back down, pull the belly button in, round and roll up. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. Nice. And then toe heel your feet out just to a little bit of a wider base. So you have a nice bit of support. Right hand's going to reach to the left knee. Left hand's going to reach either to the top side of the chair or the low, whichever feels like a better way to grab. And then we find a little bit of a twist in the spine. Think about growing taller on your inhale and then softening on your exhale. Take one more breath here. Beautiful. And then unwind, but take it to the other side. Catch the outer side of your knee, the back of the chair, low side or tall side. That's totally up to you, whichever feels better. And then find that inhale, get tall, and exhale, soften. Beautiful. Rewind, unwind, come back to center, walk your feet in so that they're about hip width distance apart and find that mountain pose again. Press into the feet, lift up through the top of your head. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Right hand's going to reach over to the left shin and the left hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling for a little twist. And then release that left hand back down. We're going to slide up that shin, bring the knee up to the chest, give a light squeeze, and then release it all back into mountain pose. Nice. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Left hand over to the right shin, right hand reaches up. Beautiful. Release that hand down. We slide up the shin, bring the knee up to the chest, a light squeeze. And then release it back down, find your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften back down. Right hand over to the left shin, left hand reaches up. Release that left hand down. We're going to slide it up the shin, bring the knee up to the chest. This time, bring your nose towards your knee. And then release back to your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften back down. Left hand over to the right shin, right hand reaches up. Beautiful. Bring that right hand down. We slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest. This time, bring your nose to your knee. Nice. And then release it nice and slow. Find a nice tall posture. We're going to bring the left arm across the body, catch hold of the back of the arm, but think about dropping your shoulder down away from your ear, hug it in, take a nice big breath. Notice the space between your shoulder blades. And then from here, keeping that nice hugged in shoulder, we're going to just gently lift the chin up and down. Take about 3 good nods of the head up and down. And then when you're ready, bring your head to neutral, release that arm and take it over to the other side. So the right arm is going to come across the body, grab the back of the arm, drop the shoulder down, hug it in. And then once you feel like you found that, notice the space between your shoulder blades and then start to nod the head up and down. Beautiful. And then bring your head back to neutral, release your arms, come back to your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften down, right hand over to the left shin, left hand reaches up. Release that hand down. We slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, bring your nose to your knee. And now we're going to keep hold of this leg, but lift your chin back up. We're going to take that knee and swing it out to the side. So we're opening the hip just a little bit and then circle your foot in one direction. And then circle your foot the other way. Great. And then bring it back in and see if you can catch hold of your heel. So we got a hold of the knee, hold of the heel, and we're just going to start to rock that leg a little bit side to side like a baby. Awesome. And then bring that leg across into a figure 4 position. Press the knee open, get nice and tall, and just notice how that feels. So this might be enough. If your knees and your hips only like to stay here, you're going to stay here. But if this feels good, we're going to take a big breath, lift the heart, lean the heart forward just a little bit, and then come right back up. Now we're going to rotate slightly towards the knee, and we're going to draw the knee towards the chest, and then press the knee open. So we're going to make this a nice gentle movement, rotating out of the hip, and just make sure that that feels safe and comfortable to your knee and to your hip. Nice. Take 1 or 2 more in and out just to make sure you feel like you found some looseness in that hip socket, and then bring it back to that figure 4 configuration. We're going to lift the elbows up, and this time I'm going to remember to do this on both sides. We're going to lift the elbows up and then see if you can reach past your shins and just hook your elbows onto your shins. Now you're going to firm up your shin, firm up your right thigh or your left thigh, and then think about wedging your elbows into the shin to create a little bit more length in the spine. So think about pushing into your elbows, but lengthening out through the crown of your head. So we're just finding a little traction here. Take 1 good breath. Awesome. And then we're going to soften up those elbows and then relax the hands down towards the earth, or just let them rest on the ankle and the knee, whichever feels more comfortable. But we're just going to soften deep into that fold, hang out here, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Cool. And then when you're ready, hands to the knee, hands to the ankle, lift yourself up, come up nice and slow, gently lift that leg off, take another little rock side to side. Beautiful. And then set that foot down nice and gentle, pause just for a moment, notice how one side feels a little different than the other. Nice. All right. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to pick up that knee, pick up that heel, rock it a little side to side. And then set that leg across into that figure 4 position. Pause for a moment, get nice and tall, press the knee open, notice how that feels. Nice. And then take a big breath, lean your heart forward. Come right back up, rotate towards the knee, and we're going to just draw the knee in and press the knee out. Take a couple times here, drawing the knee towards the chest and then pressing the knee out. So we're just moving out of that hip socket, finding a little bit of rotation. Beautiful. Take 1 more in and out. Nice. And then let that leg rest. Pick up those elbows, lift up and over. See if you can hook the elbows onto the shin, firm up your thigh, firm up your shin, press into your elbows and find a little traction, a little length out through the crown of your head, like you're trying to reach the crown of your head across the room. Beautiful. And then relax all of that. And we're going to float the arms down. So you either let them hang down nice and heavy or rest on the knee and the ankle, but soften into this figure 4 stretch and then just come back to your breath. Nice deep inhale and slow exhale. Take 1 more breath. Awesome. And then we'll lift up nice and slow through the top of our head. Gently pick that leg up. Give it another good rock side to side. Awesome. And then set that foot down. Find your mountain pose. Life into the fingers, press into the feet. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Left hand over to the right shin, right hand reaches up. And then we bring that hand down. We're going to slide up the shin, bring the knee up to the chest, a light squeeze. And now we're going to take that knee out nice and wide. Draw some circles with your foot in one direction. Great. And then draw some circles with your foot, go the other way. Nice. And then bring that leg in, release it nice and slow and controlled, and then grab either your hand towel or your yoga strap or whatever you've got. We're going to hold it in front of the chest and we're going to start with a shoulder width distance. So your wrists are just straight out from your shoulders and you're going to hold onto that towel or your band with a little bit of a tight pull. So you want to think about pulling the strap away from it or pulling your thumbs away from each other. So you start to feel a little bit of an activation in the armpit chest muscles. And then if you can feel that activation, see if you can soften your shoulders down a little bit and then broaden the backs of your shoulders, almost as if you're trying to pull your elbows apart. So find that broadness in the shoulders, that nice strength in your arms. And then once you feel like you've got it, we're just going to lift up about 5 inches up and then 5 inches down, but keep that pull the whole time, pulling apart as you lift up, pulling apart as you lower down. Nice. 3 more just like that. Pull apart as you lift, pull apart as you lower. 2 more to go. I may have lost count, so let's do 1 more just for good luck. Beautiful. Now soften everything up. Take your towel or your strap into your left hand and then bring it behind you. So it's just dropping down the backside. And now your other hand is going to go palm facing backwards. And you're going to see if you can reach back and find the tail end. And then keep a little bit of a loose space between your hands so we can start almost as if you're trying to do a little scrub-a-dub-dub with a long loofah, right? So we're going to pull up and pull down like you're flossing or just doing that little loofah scrub to your back. So pull up and then pull down and take a couple of good flosses up and down. Nice. 1 more up and down. And then let it be slightly neutral. See if you can crawl your hands a little bit closer to each other. So you have to do a little wriggle with the fingers to walk them a little bit closer, but get them as close as feels comfortable before you start to collapse or the shoulders roll forward. Find a gentle stretch. So hopefully you're finding a little stretch in the shoulders. Maybe you're finding a little stretch in your tricep. So just notice where you're feeling. Close your eyes down, maybe take a nice big breath. Nice. And then let that all go. Release. Set your strap down for a second. Give everything a good little shake. Make your arms into little noodles, but then we got to do it all to the other side. So grab your towel or your strap. Let it drop down the back side. Other hand palm facing backwards is going to reach, but we're going to keep a space in between the hands. And then we're going to start to floss. So we're going to lift up and down and just move in a nice gentle fashion. So we just want to create a little bit of room in the shoulders, life in the elbows. Nice. Take 1 or 2 more up and down. And then find that neutral. See if you can walk your hands just a little bit closer to the point that you feel a stretch, but everything's not rounding forward. And then once you feel like you've found it, close your eyes down and take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, gently release. Let it all go. Noodle out them arms, shake them, shake them, shake them out. Nice. And now we're going to use our handy strap or towel, and we're going to catch hold of the bottom of the left foot. And then once you feel like you've got hold of the bottom of the left foot, just going to extend it out. Keep a nice little micro bend in that knee so you're not yanking against the hamstring. We're going to lift with the arms. So let your arms do the work. Lift up and lower down. And then do that again. Lift up and lower down. Keep a nice softness in the back of the leg. Lift up and lower down. Awesome. Now take hold of both ends of your towel or your strap in the same hand. So same hand, same foot. And now we're going to open that leg out nice and wide. And then think about getting nice and tall here. As you swing that leg out to the side, just take it as far as feels comfortable. Take 1 good breath. Beautiful. Bring it back in. And now we're going to switch grips. So both ends of the strap into the other hand, you bring that leg slightly across your midline and then open your other hand back so you find a little twist. Beautiful. Bring it all back in. Regrab both ends. So both hands, both ends of the strap. Lift that leg up nice and high, just as far as feels good. And then gently release, bend your knee, step your foot out from your towel. And we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to catch hold of the bottom of the other foot. Extend that leg out in front of you. Keep a soft micro bend in your knee, and then keep the back of the leg soft. Let your arms do the work. Lift up and lower down. Lift up and lower down. Nice. One more just like that. Lift up and lower it down. Beautiful. Now re-grab both ends with one hand. So same hand, same foot. And we're going to swing that leg out nice and wide. Think about getting taller here as you take that leg out, just as far as feels good. Beautiful. Bring it back in. Switch hands. So we bring that leg slightly across the midline. Open up for a little twist. Awesome. Bring it back in. Re-grab both ends. One more nice big lift. Use your arms. Soften the back of the leg. Beautiful. And then soften your knee. Release your foot. Set it down. Set your strap down. And give everything a nice little soft wiggle. So we're going to wiggle out those toes, wiggle out the ankles, and then swish your knees a little bit side to side. Great. And then find that mountain pose one last time. Feet nice and firm on the ground, life into the fingertips. Inhale, arms up. Let the hands meet. Let the chest lift. So gentle back bend as you look up. And then exhale, fold it all down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. Pull the belly button in. Round and roll all the way up. We're going to pull the left knee up to the chest. Tuck your nose towards your knee. Take a nice big breath. Relax that foot down. Come back to your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Hands meet. Let the chest lift, a little back bend. Exhale, fold it all down. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale, soften down. We're going to slide up that right knee. Bring it up to the chest, nose to knee. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then release that leg down nice and slow. Toe heel your feet out so they're a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. And now we're going to take the right hand, reach up, but think about pulling the ribs up and over and then reach like you're reaching for something across the room. So we're a little bit angled out. And what we want to do is try and find that space right where the side body meets the hip. So we lift up and we reach nice and long. And then see if you can just reach so far that you feel that space where the low back meets the hip. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then lift it all back up. Float that hand down. And we're going to switch sides. So the other arm is going to extend up. We're going to create some length through the side body. Lift up and over and then reach like you're reaching across the room. Beautiful. Take a nice big breath. Lift it up nice and slow. Release that hand down. Toe heel your feet out just a little bit wider. Now we're going to take the left elbow. Think about picking the ribs up and over. Left elbow is going to come down to the left knee. Right arm extends up alongside the ear. Take a big breath. Beautiful. Lift it all the way back up and take it to the other side. So think about lifting the ribs up and over as you gently place the elbow onto the knee. And then the upper arm extends up and take a big side bend. Nice. Beautiful. Bring it back up to center. And now we're going to take a wide leg fold here. So we're going to think about lifting the heart, hinge from your hips. See if you can reach the fingertips down to the ground. Once you feel like you can keep the fingertips on the ground, soften the upper back body, let your head relax down. Just go as far as feels comfortable to you here. Take a nice big breath. When you're ready, nice and slow, start to lift your heart back up. Walk your hands up to your knees. Toe heel your feet back into a nice comfortable distance. Scoot your bum back in your seat just a little bit so you feel like you're really nice and centered in your chair, but find a nice tall lifted spine. Great. And then from here, we're just going to inhale, let the shoulders lift up to the ears. Exhale, let your shoulders soften down. Inhale, let your shoulders lift. Exhale, shoulders soften. One more just like that. Inhale, let your shoulders lift. And exhale, let your shoulders soften. Great. Now we're going to round the shoulders forward. So we're going to inhale and squeeze the shoulders in like you're trying to crush your chest with your shoulders, and then bring them back to neutral. Squeeze the shoulders in and then bring them back to neutral. One more like that. Squeeze in and then bring them back. Nice. And now we're going to drop the shoulders down like you're trying to press your shoulders down into the earth and then bring them back to neutral. Press your shoulders down and bring them back to neutral. Just like that. One more time, press down and bring them back to neutral. Awesome. And now we're going to hug the shoulders back like you're trying to make a chicken wing. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, but everything else stays pretty stationary, and then bring them back to neutral. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring them back to neutral. One more just like that. Squeeze and release. Awesome. And then just take a couple of nice rolls of the shoulders, circle around in one direction, and then circle those shoulders, but go the other way. Beautiful. And then let your shoulders relax. We're going to bring the left fingertips into the right palm. Press your palm forward just as far as feels good, so you feel a stretch through the bottoms of the hand into the wrist. One more breath. And then switch sides. Other fingertips press into the palm. We press the palm forward, just go as far as feels safe and comfortable to your hand into your wrist. Nice. And then release, give everything a good shake. And we're going to now take that vigorous shake. So really, really shake those arms out. You're going to feel the skin move a little bit. Let the muscles flap a little bit. Let everything be loose, but really give it a good, vigorous shake. Shake it till you can't shake it no more. And then relax your arms, close your eyes, and just notice your arms. Take a nice deep breath. Beautiful. And then just make sure that you feel like you have a good foundation. Your butt is nice and firm in your seat. We're going to pick the left leg up and give it a good vigorous shake. So kick that foot around. Just make sure that it feels safe and comfortable, but kind of let the muscle be a little bit loose. So you want to feel a little bit of a flapping of the muscle tissue, a little bit of movement of the skin. Really give it a good vigorous shake. And then once you feel like you can't shake that leg anymore, set it down, pause, take a breath, and notice how one leg feels different than the other. Beautiful. And then we're going to do it to the other side. So pick that leg up and start to give it a good vigorous shake. Shake it out. Let the muscle be a little bit loose as much as you can. Some muscle has to work. So you got to get that muscle working, but everything else gets as loose as it can get. A little movement of the skin, a little bit of movement of the adipose tissue. Give it one more good shake till you can't shake it no more. And then set that foot down, close your eyes, and notice your leg. Awesome. Eyes closed or open, totally up to you, but see if you can start to scoot your butt back into your seat and then find the back of your chair. Let your back kind of snuggle up against it. But before we deeply settle in, so we're still a light lifted up sensation, turn your nose in gentle circles going in one direction. So like you're trying to draw a little 1-inch circle in the air with your nose. So it's a soft and gentle movement. The head and the neck should feel soft and loose. But we're not yanking the head around, we're not cranking around. We're keeping it nice and small, nice and gentle, nice and mindful. Awesome. And then take those circles and draw them in the other direction. Nice and small, nice and mindful. And then when you feel ready, let your head come to stillness. Let your body relax back into your seat and let everything start to find a nice soft landing. So we finish our practice with a little seated shavasana or seated meditation. So just let your body settle in for a moment. Feet are comfortable, hands are comfortable. And then see if you can just release any engagement of the muscles in the legs. Let your thighs be heavy. Let your knees be soft. Allow the weight of your calves and your shins to just sink down towards the earth. And then feel a heaviness in your heels and a softness in your toes. And then maybe allow awareness to come to your hips. Notice if you're holding or gripping tension in your hips or your bum. Can you soften there? Can you soften your belly and your low back? Can you allow your shoulders and your chest to just lean heavy into the back of your seat? Shoulders soften away from the ears. Arms are heavy and hands are soft. And then can you let your awareness travel up to your jaw? Notice if you're holding tension in your jaw or holding your teeth together, can you slightly soften your teeth? Let your tongue soften away from the roof of your mouth and invite a softness into your jaw from there. And then let your eyes be soft. Temples are soft. Smooth out your forehead. And just allow a wave of softness to travel from the crown of your head down to your toes. Start to let your awareness come back into your body. Notice the chair beneath you and the floor underneath your feet. Then maybe give your toes a little wiggle, give your fingers a little wiggle, start to reawaken your body. Move your ankles, move your wrists. And then we'll take a big stretch here. So stretch your legs out and stretch your arms up and overhead. And just like a yawn, just reach from fingers to toes and then bring a little length into your body. Lift yourself up and then release everything back down. Sit up nice and tall and walk yourself forward in your seat. So you feel like your bum is nice and firmly planted in your seat and your feet are firm on the ground. Awesome. And then once you found your way here, bring one hand to the belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes down and just take a moment here to tune back into your breath. Take a nice gentle inhale and a nice slow but natural exhale. Breathe in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, and for all of your hard work. And breathe in a little extra love and gratitude that you can carry with you through the rest of your day and share with everyone you see. And gently lift up through the top of your head, gently open your eyes. I bow to you. Happy Wednesday.